All right, hard yarners. Welcome to this week's episode where we're joined by Cam Watkins, our regular self-help guru, trauma healing expert, whatever you want to call him.
Whatever
Physio.
you want to call me, yeah.
He's great.
Something in
Deep
there.
diver.
Yeah,
Yes.
deep diver.
Authentic deep diver.
Authentic,
That's right. Ooh,
yeah.
I like
ADD.
that. I'll take that.
Authentic deep diver.
That's great. But,
ADHD. Authentic deep healthy diver.
oh my God.
Well played.
There we go.
Your brain
I'll take
is
it.
so quick.
I will take
All
it.
right, this episode is brought to you by alltradescover.com.au. If you are a big business, small business, or medium-sized business in trades and you need some sort of insurance coverage, hit them up.
Hit 'em up.
alltradescover.com.au.
Tell them we sent you. They
Yeah.
will give you a very competitive quote. And if it's the same price as someone else, just go with them anyway because you support the pod.
Yeah,
nice.
fuck it. Just go with them. They're good people. And
it.
he's over, wish him luck. He's over in Doha or
Riding a camel for Australia.
Oh, sick. Good
love
luck.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Camel
that's
handball.
awesome.
And this episode is brought to you by Crafted Finance. Crafted Finance, great people if you need a loan, mortgage specifically, but car loans, business loans, whatever it is, they're going to be able to help you and they're going to present you with all the options. They're like-minded, they're good people, and they just want to see you thrive. They don't want to necessarily get a paycheck themselves. So hit up Crafted Finance for any reasonable financial advice, but specifically when it comes to loans, they're going to be able to help you, present you with all the options and help you out.
Nice.
Drop our name, helps us. And yeah, but we were joined by Cam Watkins. We are rushing through this because we both need to leave.
Good to be here.
But mate, do you recall what we spoke about today?
What did we talk about? We talked about pain, how pain's stored in the body and the effect of stress and unprocessed emotions on that and ways to kind of navigate that process, but also how it can be a bit of a teacher as well. We can learn a lot by going through a bit of a painful experience. And I don't know, we talked about all sorts of stuff.
Some yoga, going to India.
Yeah, that's right.
Stress being, emotions being stored in your body.
Authenticity is the name of the
authenticity.
game, always.
Authenticity. I think mainly, obviously, the biggest message is that the
Motion is
stress can
lotion.
manifest physically in the body and we can move through that. So.
Motion is lotion.
Mate, awesome episode as
Thank you,
always.
guys.
Love
Good
having
to
you on.
see ya.
And
Thank you,
without
guys.
further ado, let's get hard.
Cheers.
Let's get moving.
Let's go.
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was Hard Yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host.
Branchy and Delby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
Sick. Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
when I turn to see you, I'm going to be doing full interview turns.
Yeah, well.
Yes. A little bit of movement's good.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of movement's just fine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
No judgment.
Well, let's start with movement because
This is brought to you by Viagra.
Delby is a little stiff.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is brought to you by Viagra.
Where's that sponsorship?
Yeah.
No, I went to Gorilla Cairo on Monday.
Nice. Love Gorilla Cairo.
Yeah,
How many connections do we have with
Yeah.
each other? This is so good. Carry on.
just because I felt like I was going to go see you, and then I got the remedial before, and then I had my physio. So for listeners, I've had like a pinched. I don't know if it's a pinched nerve or it's a knot, but whatever it is, it started to radiate down my arm, and I can a little bit now because of that recovery. Can't put my head back without it pinching.
Ooh.
And it's been about 3.5, 4 weeks. I'm getting a bit worried. So I went and saw Ryan because it feels like I need someone to just click the bone back in almost.
We can do that right now if we need to.
Yeah.
This is a good table for it.
I think it might wobble a bit, but yeah.
So we can
Nah,
do
that's
that.
good, man. That's good. Well,
but
not
he
good that you're in it, but
Yeah, well, he recommended the contrast therapy at Rec Lab / Rec Well, they're all the same stuff. Yeah. So, were we going to start with what's the theory on it?
well, what do you reckon? So 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
So tell us about it, and we can have a little mini consultation while we're here, because then we can treat you afterwards.
Yeah, so like I'm aware of the time that it came up. I've been in 3 or 4 different time zones around the world.
Oh,
within
yes.
the time.
Yeah.
I've been sat on a plane for a long time.
Yeah.
It's been extremely, extremely stressful. A lot of deadlines.
Yeah.
So a lot of tension in my
That's right.
in my body, but like I just can't break it up.
Yeah.
And then I've had like 3 or 4 remedials couple of physios, and then seeing Gorilla Cairo yesterday. He's just sort of said to relax. So I spent yesterday just sleeping and doing
That's
nothing.
good advice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So going to this rec or just basically ice bath, magnesium hot plunge, steam room, sauna. I didn't know what order to do it, and then there was no reception in the gym.
Yeah.
So I couldn't Google
Well,
it.
you got to go to Rec Well then,
Yeah.
Rec Lab. They'll tell you everything.
So I did the
Little
cold
plug there,
plunge.
Corey. Sorry.
I did the cold plunge.
I'm
and
not
that,
picking sides. I'm not picking sides.
it made my body like seize up.
That's
and I was
right.
like, oh shit, that's gonna pinch the nerve again. So I got out and went to the hot plunge, then the steam room, then back into the ice for a bit, and then as soon as it started to seize up, I got out again.
Yeah, good.
And then sauna, and then rinse and repeat for about 40 minutes because I can't sit there and do nothing. So I tried some box breathing and some meditation.
Yeah, how'd you go with that?
It was okay actually because
Yeah.
I'm just thinking on my own theory. I was like, if I can breathe fully and properly, it's going to push, like my lungs are going to push out into my ribs, and I'm going to fill my lungs properly, and it might push whatever's impinging back because we don't actually breathe properly. I don't breathe properly ever.
Yeah.
You
Except for when we do 9D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Do you do shallow?
yeah.
Shallow?
So I was like,
Yeah.
if I'm breathing and then like really expanding my chest cavity, it might help.
Yeah, nice.
But I've come away from it like I couldn't tilt my head up, and I can tilt my head up now, but I don't want to do that in case it flares it up.
Yes.
You know, because you know when you got a problem, you keep stretching it and you keep pulling it, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll just test it again, and it's
Yeah.
that vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, look, it sounds like. Do you reckon you're starting to see some improvement?
Yes,
Well, that's
only
good.
within the last hour.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's see how we go by the end of the podcast.
Yeah, sitting upright and
Yeah.
sitting in this
No,
stagnant
you'll be
position.
fine.
Yeah,
You'll be
because pinched
fine.
nerves are the big, and I got a lot of trauma from my back, right? So
Yeah.
like my 5 things. So like the last thing I want is another trapped nerve and going through that again. And I'm sure heaps of listeners have pinched nerves up here because I've never had one up in the back and neck area radiating down the arms.
Oh, it's
Yes.
fucked, hey?
Yeah.
It is the
There's
worst.
nothing worse.
Yeah.
Nothing worse.
So yeah, a
That's
lot
exactly
of fear.
what I had at the start of this year.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
did
ended
ya?
it ended up turning off. The nerve was
Oh,
like,
you're really, really irritated.
oh mate, I was in tears
Shit.
for 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
And then going, it'll. I've had like trapped little muscular
Yeah.
errors, and eventually it just went stopped hurting. I was like, see, it was going to stop,
Yeah.
and then a muscle atrophied.
Yeah.
Because it stopped sending the signal
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then I went and seen Macca, Adam McKnight, and he's like, yeah, that's not positive. So it needed to rest, and then it rebuilt the fatty tissue around the nerve and started sending the signal again. Then I could rebuild it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Were you stressed before leading up to it?
Oh, yeah.
Lots going on?
Yeah, there was a lot going on. So, yeah, again, this is why I'm excited to have you on. Like,
That's
Delby's
right.
in the current thing, so this is going to
It's
help
pretty
him a
cool.
lot, I think. But
Not ideal to be in pain, but
Yeah.
definitely interesting to chat about it. I spend my life chatting about this stuff. So in terms of the stretching, you've got an urge to stretch. That's a good thing. I live by this phrase, motion is lotion. Movement's therapeutic for the tissues, because if you're not moving like you felt in the ice bath,
Yeah.
where you tense up because it's cold, and so your nervous system perceives the cold as like a threat. So we do this to keep ourselves warm, but in doing so, you're kind of feeding into the tension of the whole thing. So learning to relax, like
Wim Hof.
yeah, and like Gorilla Man said as well, is exactly what you need. But that gentle movement is the key, as opposed to like stretching the shit out of it, which is the tendency. We want to feel it, we want to stretch it, but the nervous system, I think of it sometimes like a very very, very angry woman.
You're talking my language.
We've got to stay calm. We've got to chill out. You don't want to fight fire with fire. That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
You actually just want to like chill, and the breathing is good. The box breathing's fine. The breathing's caught up in the whole thing, right? So the way that stress affects the body, what it does, it basically creates this perfect cocktail that can lead to a wound up nervous system, muscular tension. But probably the most interesting bit is the way that it affects the breath. Like if you've ever felt really anxious, the breath gets caught up in the chest a little bit.
Yeah.
If you felt the extremes of that, it feels like you're going to pass out because you can't get that breath in. I used to be really, really anxious about public speaking, and I'm talking. I'm like, when am I meant to fucking breathe? I can't because it's all caught up here. But if I had a moment and just do that, and then just calm the breath back down, that helps the whole system come down. I think of it like a pressure system and a wound up nervous system. When you get caught up in the fight or flight response, the sympathetic branch of the nervous system, which is when you're perceiving there's a threat. Now, the thing with the body and the nervous system, it doesn't know the difference between real threat and perceived threat. So you might be anxious about doing a show and wanting to kill it, and that's creating
tension.
You're getting caught up here, and you're ruminating on thoughts. What if I fuck up? What if I don't nail this line? All this sort of stuff. And you're more caught up in the thinking mind, which starts to create this high pressure system. You can compare it to the weather system, and what happens, another analogy is that the thoughts are like the clouds in the sky. So once you start going down those rabbit holes of thinking or of thoughts, particularly if they're unhelpful thoughts, it just turns the dial up and the clouds come in, and it creates this like electricity in the tissues of your body. And when the breath gets caught up here, you can see the shoulders start to rise and the tension builds up in those muscles. And you're literally breathing in a way that's irritating those joints that you've probably then irritated the nerve. So it's probably unlikely that you're pinching a nerve. It's more that the nervous system is wound up. The tissues are very sensitive and the nerve is irritated. It sounds like you, Cam, had something pushing on the nerve because that was actually affecting the conductivity of the nerve. It was
the whole arm.
That's right.
Yeah.
So there's one thing which is there's something pushing on the nerve like a disc or a joint, and that's affecting the actual conductivity of the signal. That will still be very painful as well. Or you could just have a very sensitive, pissed off, angry nerve and a very wound up system, and then that ends up causing this. So then the answer, yes, calm the system down. So with calm, mindful breathing, nasal belly breathing, you can do those deep breaths, but you don't need to do shitloads of them. So you don't need to go full Wim Hof, because Wim Hof actually elicits a bit of a stress response. Whereas parasympathetic nasal belly, just breathing down here, you won't see my shoulders move. And it's actually really calming for the nervous system. And then by calming the nervous system, it's like that thunderstorm that was building, the clouds start to part. The pressure and the electricity in the tissues and the cells of the body starts to come back down. And then that whole cocktail that was contributing to the pain experience starts to settle again. So more things that allow you to chill while doing gentle movement quite regularly, and you'll find yourself able to kind of get out of this thing.
I can't say what was stressful, but it tees up with a lot of thought of, fuck, if I fuck this up, I had some big opportunities. So it was all...
That makes sense.
And now that I've had a day where I've been doing nothing, and then the little sauna and the plunge pool, I can put my head up like that, whereas before it could only go 5 degrees. And
poor Daniel's not been like yesterday's pod, just sort of.
But I've also been
pivoting
doing
I've
been doing strong Pilates as well, and it's it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
It's so hard, man. That's torture.
So like,
that's brutal.
it's good because I want to keep the body moving, but then like there's with rows and stuff, I don't want to.
It's got to be baby steps, I guess. You don't want to force yourself, do you?
It is really. It's understanding that motion is lotion. Movement's very therapeutic. You get all the tissues moving around the nerve. It'll help to free it up. But what you don't want to be doing is moving in such a way that's creating more tension. Like the ice bath. The ice bath is great if you can actually learn to relax in it and not feel that tension building up.
So what's the theory with going from hot to cold? Like, is there a specific method to the madness, or is it just like shocking your system?
Well, essentially the heat is a vasodilator, so the blood vessels dilate, so you get more blood flow, and more blood flow is really healing, and it's relaxing for the muscles, and that's really healing and therapeutic as well. And then the ice, on the other hand, is vasoconstricting, and it sort of tightens everything up. at least the blood flow, and it's helpful for inflammation and stuff like that as well. So both have a benefit, and what seems to be really helpful is going from the contrast of dilating everything and getting that blood flow, and then constricting everything and getting that anti-inflammatory effect. And that's where the contrast each way.
Because if you're logically, I'm like, is one just undoing the benefits of the other? But it seems that there's from going from one to the other has some sort of combined effect.
Well, that's exactly right. Yeah, I would say you want a little bit of both.
Duality back to Jack Becker yesterday.
Always.
Yeah,
that's exactly right. Yeah, was that a good chat?
Yeah.
I saw the snippet.
It's great, man. He's good.
He's a great dude.
Good cat. Good cat.
It's funny. Everyone that's a fucking deadly weapon is just never what you think.
That's why I was so fine with putting him talking about feminine energy on.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
someone
so cool.
going to call him a fucking cuck. They're like, fucking say it to his face. Fucking deadly weapon.
Exactly.
But I was back on that pain and you know, where you're storing that pain as a result of stress.
Yeah.
Are there specific areas, like different stresses, different things going on, that you'll hold that stress or pain in different areas?
Yeah,
or is it just general, like you'll store it wherever you store
Yeah,
it?
because I've heard your psoas is a big emotional.
Yes.
Down here is meant to be a big emotional one.
Broadly speaking,
Yeah. Is there different areas that correspond with different emotions?
Well, you gotta look at what stress does to you. So what's the picture of someone that's really stressed? Go the extreme version. Imagine someone's in like shock, and they're like, their eyes are like darted open. They're moving into this kind of protection response, fetal position, because I'm stressed. My nervous system is perceiving a threat. So what am I going to do? I'm going to protect myself. So that's what the super cold water does to you. You kind of do this. It tightens everything up. If there was a herd of freaking bulls running at you, you're gonna protect your vital organs and yourself.
Parenting.
That's right. I could only imagine.
Just sitting in the corner, just oh no.
So when you look at that posturing, shoulders wrapped in towards each other, protecting yourself here, that's going to tighten all this shit up. You're going to clench your jaw, so you're going to get a bit of TMJ or jaw pain. People get headache because all these muscles are they're doing this because you're in fight or flight. Your body doesn't know the difference. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference, but you're in a protection survival mode. So the same with the hip flexors. It's the same thing. You're tucking yourself into that position. So the reason why it's kind of said that we store all this emotion in our hips and things like that is because of that. And the reason why it's common to get lower back pain or neck shoulder pain when you're super stressed is they're just hot spots for that build up of pressure and tension.
Yeah.
So
you always hear people crying when they get their psoas released.
Yeah, they
don't know why.
These big cathartic things, because it's possible that tension has been there for a very long time because of old stuff.
Well, that's what I was just about to say, because like I am definitely not stressed at the moment. I'm very
good.
good.
You look
Things
good.
are good.
You
Yeah,
look
no,
good.
things are very good.
That's
but
good.
I've got those areas of tension that you specifically just said there. The
Yes.
jaw and the hips
Yeah.
are the areas. They're not too bad, but they're definitely the ones that are remaining I can feel. So does that relate to old traumas, old stresses?
Old stuff, or understanding how much is happening subconsciously below the level of conscious thought. You can think of the iceberg analogy with the tip of the iceberg above the water, everything else happening below the water. Now, if you're even doing an activity that's causing you really subtle stress, you're ticking along doing your editing and stuff like that, yet you're clenching your jaw, your eyeballs are like this, and you're going 100 miles an hour because you've got shit to do and you've got to get it done quickly.
Yeah.
So the art is, can I do the things I need to do, but do it in a really nice, relaxed way, not clenching the jaw. I'm nasal belly breathing. I'm staying really relaxed as I'm highly productive and getting the shit done.
That's so... I completely get that, because as I'm doing... This is the one thing that really is just my only irk at the moment, is when I'm editing videos and I'll sit there and I feel like halfway through I'll go, you're not even breathing. Stop.
That's right.
Yeah, and I am clenching my jaw. It's a common thing I do for whatever reason. Yeah.
So you what you're getting is real-time feedback from your body that you're holding yourself in a stressed position. You might not have actual mental stresses, but you're still trying to get shit done really quickly and really efficiently, and then you become unconscious in the way you're breathing and the way you're posturing yourself. So I think it's one of the most important arts of life is, how can I go about my business and do all the things I need to do, but be very relaxed in my body, very present in my mind, and calm with that breath.
Well, it's definitely the rushing to get it done, because I've set some boundaries.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, so I know in my head I've set a boundary today. This is a later in the day podcast, so I don't have time to edit and put clips together. So I'm just going to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I know that I don't have to rush. But if
Better.
it's I've got an hour or so in the afternoon, I'll go, right,
Yeah.
quick, let's get it done. So I can be present
Yeah.
with people around me.
Yeah.
And even now I'm having this, like, I feel a little
So then
like
you just relax the neck, relax the shoulders a
Yeah.
little bit, and just check back in with the breath, and you're just constantly managing, moderating that dial that is your nervous system. It starts winding up as you become less conscious about your posture and about your breath. You check back in with it. How am I breathing? How am I posturing? So, I would say, when you're driving, just check, am I death gripping the wheel? Am I clenching my jaw because I'm thinking about all this other shit? And just relax the tension in your hands, relax the jaw a little bit, and nasal belly breathe, and then the nervous system dials back.
That's an
down
instruction to you if you're driving right now, listening to the pod.
That's right.
Or if
'Cause
you're
it's-
listening, just relax.
Because you're not necessarily editing a video like what I'm doing, but it's whatever it is. I need to get this done so I can relax.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it's really powerful, and the discussion is yoga off the mat, right? So yoga is about bringing together mindful movement, mindful breathing, and yes, presence of mind. And you go through this yoga session and you stretch out all your tension, and you have all this beautiful parasympathetic breathing, and you float out of there feeling $1,000,000. But then you go home and have a conversation with your partner and you're ready to fucking, explode. So you haven't embodied the things that we're trying to work on. Shout out to my bro. He wrote a book called Being Yoga. How can we embody the practices, being nice and calm with the breath, relaxed in the body? That's the art.
I keep saying we've got to get your brother on, but
Yeah, you got to.
We will get your brother on.
Do
yes.
it. It'll be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
That's why the Indians are so relaxed. I was wobbling the head,
Dude,
just embodying the yoga.
100%. It's the softness in the neck.
That's it.
And I got to see that. I was just there a month ago, and it to feel why they would do
Always
that.
do that,
Yeah. I went to Old Delhi, which is like I don't know how many 100 million people, floating around. It's just it's such a highly concentrated amount of people in there, and they're cruising around. You can't drive a car because there's too many people, so they're kind of cruising around on rickshaws, like bikes and stuff, and they're sprinting around and they're doing this, but everyone's calm. You almost crash into each other. Oops, sorry about that, and you're cruising along. And they also, that seems to come into their the idea of timelessness and stuff like that. You don't want to be too rigid on your time in India, because you might say, yep, so we're going to be leaving in 20 minutes, talking to your driver. Yep, 20 minutes. And then you say, it says that it's actually, half an hour or 40 minutes. Yep, half an hour, 40 minutes. And they're just kind of, okay. So it's this kind of yes, no. It's all,
they can't decide.
it's all good. And that's really just going with the flow of the chaos and the madness.
No wonder they create. That's where yoga was created, India?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
With 100 million people, you need to figure out how to
Calm
calm down, eh?
Thousands of years ago, man. So it was
Yeah.
really cool to immerse in the culture and dive into yoga and get a feel for just how calm I could get my body and my nervous system, because all I was doing there was breathing and meditating and doing yoga and drinking chai. I even had a break off coffee for a couple of weeks because I was happy to put the to-do list part of the brain down and just see how calm I could get the body feeling, and it felt damn good. It was nice, and I got a glimpse and a taste of how good the body can feel. And then, coming back, I haven't stopped. It's been absolute madness. And I'm just trying to keep the practices going in amongst the running around.
I was going to say, how do you balance the routine without rigidity? The to-do list, but understanding, I'll do it tomorrow.
Exactly right. Boundaries. For me, the morning practice I've just held on to that morning practice of meditation and movement and catching the morning sun coming up. And I feel like that's really just setting me up for a beautiful day. If I don't get to any other movement later on in the day, it's fine. But a little bit of quiet breathing, checking in with the self, and some gentle movements and stretches with that sun coming up, it just sets you up for the day, man.
Yeah, that movement, I've only added a couple into my
Yeah.
Before, if I go to the gym, I would
Yeah.
lie on the floor, do my stretching.
Yeah, nice.
But do the shoulder ones where hands up flat.
Big heart opener.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then move them up, keep them
Oh,
up.
nice. That's good, man.
But also the downward dog, but
Downward
into
dog.
the cobra.
Upward dog, yeah, cobra, upward
Just
dog.
a couple of them, and you feel a little bit.
Cat
of,
cows, man. I think if you even the Himalayan yoga master up there, I've always said it, but he resonated with it as well. If you had 5 minutes, cat cow.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That's that.
It's pushing away, rounding the shoulders, and then squeezing back, and
Yeah.
you kind of push away, let the breath go.
On all fours.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you come back and breathe in.
Yeah. So rounding
And
the back.
rounding the back and extending.
Yeah.
A key philosophy of yoga is balance.
Good girl, bad girl, they call
Yeah,
it.
that's right. I like it. It's better than angry cat, scared cat. Yeah. But a key philosophy in yoga is balance. You push one way, you push back the other way, and I think of the way the tissues hold on to our stuff and our old stuff. A trillion cells, plenty of places to store all our stress and all that cortisol. It's like the tissues are like a sponge or a towel, and when you push and then you squeeze, it's like you're wringing out that towel and cleaning the stuff out of the tissues. Every time you do it, it's almost like a fresh start with those tissues, basically.
How did you decide which master or which person to go to?
I went because Stu hosted the yoga retreat. So we went back to where he did his teacher training like 15 years ago up in Rishikesh. That's where yoga originated.
Yeah.
All the lineages, all the stories. That's kind of where Ram Dass kind of cruised through up to Kenchi Dam, which is up in the mountains, and Ram Dass is kind of a teacher of ours, and so that was where Stu did his yoga teacher training, and to go back 15 years and do it with him was fucking awesome.
cool.
Yeah,
I think
it was really
Eddie
cool.
Enever, he's printed up some shirts. What
Yeah.
would Ram Dass do?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I like it.
What
That's cool.
How was the diet there? Because that's I've never wanted to go to India because I don't want my stomach to explode.
Oh, dude, I was fine.
All good?
I was beautiful, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was really stoked with that. My partner Em decided not to come because of the same reason. She just didn't. It wasn't worth it for her, and I was like, look, if it happens to me, it happens. But it was just light vegetarian stuff. It's not as like at the ashram where we were. The food wasn't as heavy as like the Indian that you'd get at. It wasn't a big beef vindaloo because they don't eat beef over there. That's right, because cows are sacred.
Isn't that weird that like we have a really good Indian curries with beef in it?
Look, yeah, there's different. Like I think in the south, they eat some parts of India eat beef, but yeah, where I was, even in Delhi and then in Rishikesh, there was no eating of
Mate,
beef.
the vindaloo, vegetarian vindaloo is so much better than
right.
because they have the vegetarian one. I don't know if there's a vegan one, but the vegetarian one with the goat's cheese.
Yeah, nice.
And it adds into it. And I was like, well, that was one of my go-tos when I was vegetarian.
Oh, cool.
I loved it.
And
And
a
then
sag-
I was
sag
like, the other
paneer.
day, I think it was about a month ago, I was like, eat meat now. So I'm going to get that vindaloo, but with beef. or
Wasn't the
whatever.
same?
Wasn't as good. And I
Interesting.
was like, fuck, you need that one with the goat's cheese in there. It's that.
Yeah.
It adds a bit of a tang in it.
Yeah, no, I loved the food. I felt amazing, even giving my body a break from meat. I'm back eating meat again because I do love eating good quality meat. But I felt bloody good, man.
What was the drive to go? You wanted to upskill, or you just wanted a break? Or?
I've always I run a yoga studio.
Yeah.
I teach my version of yoga from what I've learned over the years through Stu and through other teachers. But I've always felt like I kind of owe it to the practice because it's been so life-changing for me and so many other people in my community that I just felt I owed it to the practice to kind of just dive in a bit deeper. And I felt like I scratched the surface of how epic the practice is. It's like so many things, but the deeper you go, it's such a deep practice, man. They've been refining that for thousands of years. It's really cool.
And also, it might be a nice break of you having to be the one in charge to being able to just
That
be the person.
that was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't done that for years, where I'm not at the front teaching. So just to be able to participate, I did end up teaching a class, which was really cool. On the Ganges River, which is their sacred flowing river. We did a little class where our feet were in the water and we were moving and doing all that stuff. It was really powerful. It was really awesome. So yeah.
I always feel for people like yourself, physios, chiros, OTs, everyone that people need something from.
Yeah,
because
no.
you're always giving.
Never stops.
Yeah,
But we obviously love it, right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
it'd be so draining.
Does that have an effect on you, taking on people's pain?
'Cause you have to become some kind of counselor as well as a.
Yeah. I think you don't have to, but a lot do, and that's the way I roll, because my belief system around the effect that the stress and unprocessed emotions are having on the body. So I can't help but go on a little bit of a journey with clients. But I think I've got a good capacity for it. I love it. I love helping people. But yeah, because I was just Darch, and now since opening Centre Space, where a couple of afternoons I'm going from there, and then I'm going there, and that's a big day. And by the end of that, I'm like pretty fried. Yeah, so I just got to watch the energy level. It's kind of like a Mortal Kombat power meter. I can feel it getting down to the bottom. I'm cooked here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just got to watch it. But for me, so when I stop having the capacity to do this, I'll stop doing it. I'll do something else. But at the moment, I'm loving it, and I'll keep at it. So
Sick.
How was on teaching and taking over the Bali retreat with Andrew?
Oh, that was awesome, man.
He's on next Friday.
Sick. I thought he'd be a good man to get on.
Yeah.
He is a beast.
Fuck yeah,
Talk about someone with capacity. He just doesn't stop, that guy, man. We catch up for physio every now and then, and I'm always reminding him of just like,
So
ADHD calm the system. Oh, he's just so passionate, and he just loves what he does so much, like truly authentically. It's actually beautiful to witness. Yeah. He just wants to help people, and he's making a great life of it. So to go over there and kind of tag team with him, it was a good balance of adventure and just wellness in Bali. It was so bloody healing being over there and climbing the volcano and doing, getting right up north and sliding down all the waterfalls up there, and
Mount Batur.
Yeah, it was nice, hey.
Good,
Do you have to leave at like 3 a.m. for that?
1 1.
So what, you don't sleep basically? Not
much.
No.
An hour or two basically, and
I did that with Sammy Ritchie's.
Yeah.
Got
It's
up.
cool, hey?
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
I felt very car sick on the way there.
Oh.
They're fucking zooming around, and then they give you a shitty little black coffee and a banana pancake.
That's right. That's right. And you smash all of it. Yeah, the retreat was awesome. It was a nice balance. I just brought in a bit of yoga and breath work and
Nice.
A little bit of sound stuff, which was cool because it was also with a group that wasn't as accustomed to talking about that stuff.
A couple of my friends were there.
Yeah,
and I
that's
did
right.
not anticipate them going on something like that.
Dude,
Fucking awesome that they did it.
That's right. And when Pap kind of worded me up about, we want to do some breathwork stuff as well. And in my mind, I was thinking like quite chill, restorative breath, like what we're talking about. And then when we got there a day or two before to just game plan for the week, and I was like, so we're just going to do some chill restorative breathing? And he's like, no, I want to do like the full journey one. And I'm like,
the 9D stuff.
Hold on a second. You want to go all the way? And he's like, let's go all the way. And and we did, man. We went all the freaking way, and it was a powerful, powerful journey, and everyone dove in all the way, and you know it well.
Yeah.
And it's intense, and people really get access to some old stored up stuff that maybe they thought they'd processed or they didn't even know was there, and so there was all sorts of stuff coming up, but it was really healing and beautiful.
I T-Rexed fucking hard,
Yeah,
man.
you got
Did you?
Yeah.
I got to try this.
You gotta do
I'll
it.
come and see you. But
Come.
My mate who did it, and he's not into that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I won't say his name, but he did it, and he said the breath work was game changing.
Insane.
He said it was. Again, he's not in that world of like holistic healing and whatnot. And
No,
he said
well, he
some
is now.
shit came up. He is fucking in it
He is
now.
now,
And he said tears were coming and
It was
other
big.
people and also the workout.
Yeah,
He said it was fucking intense.
It was big, man. It was big. There was
You get a bit of fatigue because you're turning on muscles in there.
it gets interesting if you really go deep with it. You get to the point it's really hard, really fatigued, and then you just start
Cycling.
It starts breathing itself, the body, and you just like you almost by the time it finishes, sometimes you're like, I don't know if I'm. Are we? The ship's coming back in, the plane's coming back into land a little bit, but that was really cool. It was cool diving in with everyone, but absolutely. We're doing one in a couple of weeks at Centre Space just over the hill here, and if you're keen, man, come along.
Yeah.
The person that was supposed to come with me has ended up doing it. He's ended up doing some recovery rehab stuff.
Yeah.
And he's ended up doing it down the track anyway.
Oh,
So
okay.
It's funny how that all works
he's
out.
found his way
Yeah.
to it.
Find your way in the right
Yeah.
time. Yep.
That's right. So my boy Liam Malloy, he'll be facilitating the big breath work at Centre Space on the 21st. So
It's only around the corner, eh? It's on that corner of
literally just over the hill. So again, there's different types of breath work, and we do breath work multiple times a week, and super chill, restorative, calming. Breath work doesn't always have to be big trauma releases, big cathartic releases. It can just be very calming and nourishing for the nervous system. But then there's levels, and conscious connected breath work would be more like diving into the subconscious a little bit. It's an incredibly powerful tool for seemingly opening the door and diving into that subconscious. And you never know what you're going to find down there. It's pretty interesting.
Well, we've been given 2 things then now to do. Obviously, don't clench me jaw.
Don't clench the jaw.
And rush.
Yeah.
And then come and do that.
That's on the to-do list.
I bought a for my laptop, one of those things that lifts it up a bit.
Oh, that's good. Better
Yeah.
position.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I've got that. So it's at head height. But now I just got to get a Bluetooth keyboard, I think.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
T-Rexing from up here.
Yeah, if I gave one hot tip about the posture, you don't want to have your shoulder blades up here, but some people then believe, okay, if we don't have to be up here, we should probably be down and back all the way. Now that's going to cause tension as well, and that actually puts a bit of too much stretch on the nerve. So the sweet spot is somewhere right in the middle.
Like playing the piano.
That's right. Yeah, I always say the middle way is the way, as the Buddha says. But
the middle way.
The middle way, always the middle way. One extreme, you're going to create too much tension. The other extreme, you're going to put too much stretch through it and irritate the tissues. But somewhere right in the middle is the thing to do. Yeah.
Maybe Midland can update their motto. The Midland way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great.
Do you use a
definitely.
standing desk? I don't know.
Standing desk is good. Yeah. Look, sitting's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's very
it's-
comfortable. It's lovely. You save a bit
It's
of
funny.
energy.
I always sit with the leg crossed. I can never really sit with 2 feet planted.
No, it's just your
I don't know what's
the
with that.
ADD.
You don't
brain
really
just kicks
sit though. You sort of
sure.
wiggle.
Yeah.
Wiggling's good.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I feel like I always got my foot on my knee, and
Yeah.
I feel like that's bad. So I'm like switching.
Look, it's only bad if it's causing any issues, and that's what I say to people
Right.
as well. They're like, well, what's the best posture? And I'm like, the best posture is the one that feels good for you. And actually, another little throwaway catchphrase is the best posture is your next posture. So it is actually moving between positions is a nice thing to do. Even if you had the most perfect posture, the body prefers movement over kind of stagnation.
Yeah.
That
I was going to
motion
ask
thing.
with ADHD, man, with Dexies, is that an inflammation on your nervous system?
I don't.
Because I haven't taken them for a couple of days.
Oh,
just so
good
I
on
can
you, man.
settle,
Yeah, that's cool.
But I've got a lot of work to do.
I would say, like with coffee, it functions differently to coffee and other stimulants, but it's inflammatory if it feeds into your stress. Right? So if you've got heaps of shit on and then we whack Dexies and coffee and then it just turns the dial up all the way to the max,
Yeah.
that's going to amplify the symptoms versus if you've got some things to do and for you, if it's calming and it helps you to focus and you can stay nice and relaxed, you might even be able to stay really mindful of how you're breathing because it helps you multitask and do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be inflammatory. The medicine
Okay.
itself, I wouldn't say is inflammatory,
Okay,
but
cool.
the effect it might have on someone if they're stressed and we're adding fuel on the fire, perhaps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's good because I've been putting it off.
Yeah.
Full relaxed day yesterday. I've got a lot that I need to get done between when we finish and 4 o'clock.
Yeah. So it probably will help you. Yeah.
Well, on that, so laptops, another example, but phones.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought that's what was causing it. Having my arms like this the whole time.
Well,
Maybe it's
What is the
but-
posture of looking at your
it's
phone
a good
doing?
point, and I always pop out when I go to grab someone out of the waiting room, and it's very rare to see someone just kind of chilling. And 9 times out of 10, they're kind of doing this one.
Yes.
Interestingly, how does that replicate this
Fetal
posturing?
position.
So that's one thing about you're talking about. You don't feel stressed, but when you do all your editing, you're clenching your jaw and things
Yeah.
like that. something about the devices, they just pull us into the into the vortex.
Isn't that what I said yesterday? How
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah, that's
zero
zero
It sucks
focus.
you
zeroed
in.
in. It's
Yeah.
sucked in
Yeah.
in this one dimension. You
That's
like
right.
closed off.
Yeah, I noticed the worry lines come. I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
I
Are
know-
you angry at something?
Yeah, that's right. And I'm then trying to iron it out afterwards. But because that's
You look very. Yes, we need to. Can you? It's not Botox, so I need to know what's going on there. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've got a lot going on
No,
my
you
forehead.
don't, man. You don't.
Yeah. Beef
Just
tallow.
I'll just beef tallo's bloody great. Have you got a beef tallow sponsor?
No, but
let's
I
get one.
want a beef tallow sponsor.
Same,
Get
man.
me on my face.
That shit is the best,
Yeah,
hey?
yeah.
Well, you won't get one from India.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
no, that's
manifesting.
true.
I'm going to manifest that because
Yeah.
I've done I had my first instant manifestation.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
I,
just like that.
Yeah, first because Delby does it all the time. He says
good.
something, a day later it pops up.
Oh, powerful
my
manifesto.
first instant manifestation. I said to my partner, "Oh fuck, I really, really want Metallica tickets. I've missed out.
Bullshit.
Can't believe it." And then like 3 hours, not 3 hours, like the next day, my brother goes, "Hey, someone's just pulled out. Do you want a Metallica ticket?" I was
No
like,
shit.
"Yes, I do." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Is that all sold out, I assume?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
sold,
fuck.
completely sold out. And I've never seen Metallica. I've always wanted to see
Neither
them.
have I. That would be awesome.
So
I'm
fuck
going
yeah.
to Tool. Tool will be good. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that would be
That's going to be
sick.
epic.
Two
yeah.
bands that'll help with stress relief.
Dude, yeah, Tool changed my life. I saw him in LA when I was kind of at a bit of a fork in the road part of my life, and seeing Tool at Staples
Mate.
in LA was fucking
Tool
crazy,
is,
man.
I remember seeing him at Claremont Showgrounds, and I don't think he faced the audience. I think
No,
was
he just does
silhouetted.
his thing.
Why has he got anxiety or something?
No, he's just a showman, and that's his style.
Yeah.
Have you seen the art of Tool? Alex Gray. It's like he has nailed what DMT
Right.
looks like, and the whole concert just takes you on this absolute
Oh, cool.
journey, dude.
It's
it is
such
wild.
it's such a good experience. Like
Yeah.
it's not when you hear, "Oh, I'm going to a Tool concert." It's
Yeah.
not this death metal.
No, it's a beautiful
It's
journey.
a different.
It's a beautiful
it's
journey. Yeah,
very artistic.
it's incredible. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
But
yeah.
instant manifestations, can't remember what we were talking about there. Sorry.
Metallica.
But
Yeah.
then before that, the
Yeah.
faro lines. That's funny you mentioned that because I've seen video of me on the phone. I look pissed off. People are like,
Dude.
"What the fuck, bro? You're like angry."
So when if you were thinking about the greater powers that be and why they put these things in our, it creates this. The fetal position is a separation from those around you. It sucks you into this vortex. It makes you almost angry and tense. So it's we got to watch it.
Well,
We got to watch
why-
our relationship with it.
And I've seen myself when I'm meant to be happy.
Yeah.
and I look angry.
It's really hard to be just like doing this
Yeah.
one with it, man. It's like
the focus.
it just pulls you in.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that about my focus face, that I look angry and they don't want to talk to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "Oh, nothing. I'm just hell focused
Yeah.
right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm really just
Yeah.
locked into whatever it was I'm doing."
So just keep checking yourself when you're doing your bits. Relax through the jaw, not doing this one. Relax through the shoulders, soft, little head
Indian
bobble,
head.
bobble.
I guess even if that means get up and just go for a walk.
Yeah.
move
Oh,
around the
definitely,
house
yeah,
a bit.
because then you
that.
break the cycle. Because in my mind, again, that pressure system's building, so you just have a little pressure release.
Well, I've also just started to come to the realization: what does it matter if I?
That's
did
right.
A couple of extra hours, or whatever.
That's a good
I'll
one.
do it tomorrow.
Nothing matters. Fuck,
And that's
it
not
doesn't
me
matter,
being lazy and
Yeah.
ill-disciplined. It's just like sometimes it's not worth it.
Well, look, I've always been impressed about your quick turnaround on the edits, but no pressure, you know.
Yeah, well, tomorrow now, you fuck.
That's fine with I'm just joking.
Yeah.
But take the pressure off. And again, for me, working with bodies and also feeling my own body, it's pressure and pressure of life, pressure to meet deadlines, and it's pressure in the tissues of the body that then ends up leading towards irritation. Of
The
nerve.
pressure of deadlines
It's
you put on
pressure.
yourself.
That's right.
Like these to-do lists, I've got them as a routine of how I want to feel good. But then
Yeah.
you feel like if you don't do them, you're not going to feel good. And that's probably
Yeah.
doing the opposite.
That's
of-
right.
It's balance again. It's back to Jack.
It's
Back to
balance.
the duality.
It's balance, and the best balance is it's left brain, right brain stuff. So left brain is the to-do list and the problem solving. This one,
Yep.
and right brain is the creativity and the curiosity. So if you can tune into something that allows you to get a bit creative and flow a little bit, whatever that is for you, it's different for everyone. But that helps to bring down activity in the left brain, which is causing all this stuff, calm that down and do something that allows you to be curious and creative and flow, just like Jack was talking about with the feminine. Yeah, so this is yang, this is masculine, left brain to do, problem solving, flick it to the other side, which is yin, or the feminine side, creative, flow. So that's the balance there as well. Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Jack went to the Blaze the same time because of you.
Yeah. I'm spreading the love.
He's like, I went 2 in a row. I was like, same. I go, why? He's like, Cam Watkins. I was like, same.
Too many people have planted the seeds. I'm gonna have to do this now.
Dude, come next year.
Yes, yeah. I will.
I've been very over the years because I've always had the come, and I'm a bit more selective with who I tell to come now because I don't think it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
But it's yet to fail in terms of cracking someone open and burning through the layers that were causing them perhaps some suffering and things like that.
For sure.
I like the connectivity.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Idea that you guys all keep referencing the connection.
Yeah, so for me, community, connection, but again, creativity, curiosity, flow. You're just like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah.
It's so fun, man. And for me, that's the ultimate shift from that side of the brain to the feminine side of the brain. Creative expression, wear fun shit that's just you're going to enjoy yourself. My partner Em that's the best version of me when I'm out there. She's just like, can't you just be like that all the time? That's where we met. I was in that zone when we met, and for us, at least if we do that every year at this point in time, it's
like a purge,
dude.
but a positive purge.
It is so therapeutic.
It sounds to me like a more authentic version of what old Burning Man used to be. I know you said you were thinking about going, but it feels like Burning Man's turned into this
commodity
Instagram thing.
Yeah, look, I'm on the same page. It's kind of like for me going to Rishikesh to do the yoga. I feel like because Blazing Swan has been so powerful in my evolution that I owe it to the burn to go to Burning Man. But I'm just on the fence a little bit.
I'm going to try get there. A few of the Blaze fam are going to go what year?
Next year.
I think it'd still be incredible.
It'll be incredible. It'll be absolutely incredible. No fucking doubt. Yeah. And then you need the spare cash. You probably won't get much change back from 10 or 15 grand or something. But then I must say, like, watching how rough it was out there. They had a week, dude, where
sandstorm.
Darude. Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Have you experienced a sandstorm before?
No, just a very minor one.
I had one.
It's not fun.
Of all the places I got it,
it'll take layers off, but not emotionally.
So annoying. One was at Coachella.
Oh, yeah, right.
Trying to watch who was on? It was Red Hot Chili Peppers at the time.
Right, nice.
And you can't. People are like got masks on and they're laced with other dust. So
that's exactly right.
It's interesting.
It's rough, and the purist would tell you that that's part of it.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be easy. It's meant to be trying, and it helps you to build resilience. But the magic always seems to come through, and it looks like it did come through in the end for the last few days out there for the crew.
Sussin go on for my 40th because it's March, so it's a few months before, and because some of the Blaze crew are going, it makes it a bit easier.
Yeah.
If everyone's going already, because
I want to get out there. I think it has to be done.
I think it's something I definitely want to tick the Blazing Swan one.
Yeah, you got to do Blazing Swan.
The only annoying thing is it's around Easter, and I know you can bring your kids, but
don't.
Yeah, I would like to just. I'll just come and I'll commit to.
I mean, you're better off missing an Easter now while Scotty's young than when she's older.
Oh, it is what it is. Or even like if I do Easter Friday and then come down on the Friday afternoon.
As long as you can get there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, would be nice. You got to go. I hear you with the Easter thing, and now that's just I've done it 5 years in a row now, so that's my Easter, and the family just knows it. But the kids one is interesting. No judgment and all love for people that want to take the kids along. But even Em and I, who met out there, for us, there's still a lot of consumption going on around you, and you'd have to probably keep an eye on what they're exposed to.
Yeah, and obviously, if you're on a mushroom trip and then you have to parent.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Just an emergency could happen or whatever.
That's right, exactly right. Things you may lose touch with reality, which wouldn't be ideal.
Which would not be ideal.
You could always do Easter with Scotty the Sunday before.
Yeah, well,
it's just a day.
Yeah, I think
we put significance around.
Correct. Yeah, I think I'd probably still do the Friday.
Well, I say that there is a
I don't
lot of
even know.
significance
Yeah.
bically.
No, I can't tell you.
I don't even know if it's my weekend or not. But anyway.
Okay, well, hopefully not. And then come, and it's the best. I can't wait.
yeah.
It's
Jamie Lee
locked
was
in.
saying she was thinking of trying to do her own theme camp this year. So
Well, that's
Seems
exciting.
like it's pretty difficult
That might be
to
on the
do.
hush hush. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know. But
Delby's just exposed it on the biggest
allegedly.
podcast in Australia.
I don't know. She's always been part of Fat Camp.
Yeah.
And I love Fat Camp.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I've always been torn. For me, I've loved going out there with not too many duties while I'm there, and I just teach my spinal flow and maybe one other thing, and the rest of the time I'm just there to.
Yeah.
Put
I was
my
up on
feet
the mountain last year, and I know I bumped into you, and then I was off on a journey.
Yeah, cool.
And then I don't know what I was doing on the mountain. I was trying to get reception, and I heard Cam's voice. I was like, fuck, that sounds like Cam. And I think I looked down and there was people moving around. I was like, oh, it must be the spinal flow. I was like, fuck, I missed it.
Oh yeah, it's become
I wanted to get to it.
It's become a bit of a thing. It's a beautiful journey. Diving into yourself, the universe of the self, and facilitated by some sort of psychedelic substance can really help that journey. And yes, you would have seen everyone flowing and having a beautiful therapeutic time. Man, honestly, last year really reiterated how important it is. I had some beautiful feedback afterwards. A beautiful human came up to me afterwards and she said, that's the first time I felt safe in my body since I can remember. And she just brought me to tears afterwards, man. And,
that's awesome.
It's a powerful healing thing to move and to breathe mindfully. And it's nice to explore different ways to do it.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy the Blazing Swan version. It's really fun.
That's my aim next year, is to not focus on the night time and start in the
True,
daytime.
man.
And do
Yeah.
daytime
Em and I have
activities.
said that as well. First year we were like pretty much just, it was so hot that first year you went.
Yeah.
So it was pretty much just chill, survive the day and then party hard at night.
Yeah.
This year
This year was pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it was comfortable, but we still probably were more on the massive nights. Same for us. We want to really make the most of the days.
Yeah, it'll be nice. And even just to get a few shrooms in it nice and early.
Yeah.
And just experience all the cool workshops, because you got to drop your ego. Like I walked past, I was going to do a massage class, and then there's guys massaging each other, and I'm sober going, I don't know if I can handle that.
Lean in.
I got to embrace my anima or whatever it is.
Anima and animus,
The obstacle is the way. Lean into it. Work with what makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
What do you think has led to a lot of lads, a lot of blokes, a lot of quote unquote normal people just diving into this spiritual sort of side of things? I guess there is a bridge between spirit and science now, that people are finding a logical way to connect with it.
Yeah, for me, it's the answer. It's been the missing link in people finding a more peaceful existence. I believe having a spiritual practice or exploration, this connection with something bigger than just myself, because if all I have is myself separate from everyone else, and all I have is these thoughts, and a lot of these thoughts can be negative and not very helpful, and then those deadlines, it feels like the world's crashing down on you, versus it is what it is. It's all part of this perfect flow of everything, and I feel at peace with however this is to unfold. I think having a spiritual connection to something greater than just yourself is seriously important to well-being.
I think seeing people like McGregor and Tyson Fury, these sorts of like the hard people talk about it so openly. Like Tyson Fury talks about his surrender to God, and Mystic Mac, McGregor, he talks about being able to like harness the universe or trust the universe.
That's right.
People like Rogan.
That could be the
obviously.
cocaine talking.
Yeah. Fuck now. Well, his universe has taken him somewhere. But do you know what?
But he's gone deep. Yeah, for sure.
So those sorts of people who are specifically meant to be the hard nuts of the world, and then
there's a big shift.
Yeah,
there's a big shift.
And if people like and Rogan, obviously the biggest platform in the world, is open to these sorts of conversations. Those sorts of people, Chris Williamson, they're all having these chats. I guess it makes it like someone who's interested in self-development, stoicism and things to just lean in a bit.
Yeah, there's that side of it as well. The people that are really all about performance and high performance, you know, there's so many people up at that top, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Tools of the Titans, like meditation and a spiritual practice is such a cornerstone part of their life that helps them to see the bigger picture, and it helps them to manage everything in their life.
Yeah, well, you see people like Tate, who's meant to be this, you know, misogynistic fucking whatever pillar in the manosphere, but
that's right.
He's sitting there talking about, you know, ask the universe and the karma will come back around, and you know he's doing chi, gong, and all this sort of stuff, and meditation and that. And
that's where he might have started losing a few of the people.
Yeah, maybe, but maybe it's also people like that.
But no, you're
having
right.
that side of things.
You're
I don't
right.
know.
I just think it is so significant. LeBron James, you know, he's a meditator and said it's been part of his everything. So it's really it's a part of managing, you know, your life and performing at a high level. So it is moving into even the corporate spaces now and things
I think
like that.
back in the day, James Hurd was like one of those first people in footy who adopted, I think it was yoga or ballet.
That's right.
Ballet.
Yeah.
And it was like, everyone was like, oh, okay. But he's one of the fucking greatest footy players of the last 20 or 30
ballet
years.
And the Dersmers, their mum made them all do ballet from when they were kids.
And look
Dude,
how
ballet is the shit, man. For what the body needs to be able to do that, 100%.
Look at the way that guy
strong.
could fucking move on the field. And as if you're going to call him a pussy, the way he used to go in for that footy with fearlessness.
Yeah. Again, it's that beautiful balance, the dance between like strength and stability and then flow and like and
what he was saying
that graceful movement. So yeah, the ballerinas have that down because they're so strong and so flexible, yet they flow so effortlessly and beautiful. And if footy players were doing that, I'd like to see rugby players doing that. That would be impressive.
Oh, yeah. Some of those boys can move.
They can move, man. They can move.
Some of the Islander boys, I think it was Toto, I saw him come out, do a backflip, do the splits,
Dude,
do some
insane,
shit. And he's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Well, I know like all the AFL boys do like Pilates and stuff now. And that used to be generally considered, that's a girl's thing. It's a chick's thing.
That's right. And yoga, it's massive.
Even though I was actually just chatting to Elijah Hewitt, and he does it once or twice a week.
Yeah,
and
nice.
Like he's one of our fucking shining lights for the West Coast Eagles. Like these,
it'll humble you, man. You can have a big heavy workout in the gym, but be crying in a Pilates class.
Yeah,
for sure.
It is a different strength.
I remember first going to Jade's. Jade's one in Wangara, and in there with 12 other 50-year-old women, and they're just laughing at me because I can't do a hip thrust up with one leg, and like, come on, youngster. Like, fuck, I'm there pushing weights at the gym and can't do a fucking simple reformer.
It's such a burnout, but it's the same as yoga, and what I enjoy guiding people through is really slowing down the movement and moving really mindfully, and people are sweating even though it's like, this is so slow, but it's the control and the connection with your mind to the movement and the breath that makes it quite effortful. But versus moving fast, sometimes it's harder to move slow and controlled than it is to move really fast.
Way harder to move slow and controlled. I sweat so much whenever I got to slow everything down.
It's madness.
It's my brain going, can't handle.
That's right. That itself is effort. You're wrestling with the raciness that your brain kind of wants to be moving at.
Like zone 2 running. When everyone's got a natural gait.
That's right.
They get fitter. They're obviously going to be able to run faster naturally and easier. And if you want to actually keep in zone 2, you have to properly bring yourself back, because the zone 2 is what helps build the mitochondria, and then the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and that helps build everything.
That's right.
And so you have to hold yourself in there, and then you're going up a hill. And you're like, oh, now I have to fucking walk? Are you kidding me? Like, it's 36 degrees. Now I have to go even slower. Like, it's just hotter. Like, you have to factor in everything, and that is tough.
Yes. There's a saying in like Olympic weightlifting, slow is fast. They move so fast, but with such control and the ability to kind of slow everything down and have such a mindful connection to it. This slow is fast thing is an interesting thing to explore.
What's happening with those salts?
I get to start running this week as well.
Nice.
Do you?
6-minute runs.
6-minute pace?
No.
Or 6 minute?
I can run for 6 minutes.
Since the
because of my ankle,
Really? It's been that,
you should start coming down to our Friday morning coffee, because the lads only want to run 1.5 Ks, and I'm like, fuck.
You've had a bit of a year with your niggles, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough, but it's all right. It's all been positive.
But do you think
this has been frustrating, but
do you think
that was really positive?
Like, you're going through that, and I see it in you, but I've seen it a lot. I feel like a lot of people are moving stored traumas and stresses.
Yeah.
That's whatever Delby's moving. Maybe
Yeah.
he's just fucking going through time zones and stuff like that. But also, like a lot of people are
And
doing
dimensions.
it. Are you seeing
Yeah.
that a lot? I think it's becoming more and more common.
Yeah, I think
People
so.
Injuring themselves.
No, like a lot of people are. Their truths are being revealed to themselves, and they're starting to deal with it. But that's obviously they have to move.
It's kind
that
of the dark night of the soul.
Yeah.
It all starts to come to the surface a little bit, and you got to go through it. You got to feel it to heal it, right? If it's all stored in the subconscious, and you're just ticking along with this kind of everything's going really well, even though it's actually not. So yes, it's one way or another, it's going to find its way to the surface.
Yeah, it's confronting you, and
Yeah.
it's becoming obvious. Oh, this is a thing.
That's
and,
right.
And maybe that's just society is becoming a bit more reflective and
Yeah.
conscious of that.
Look, I would have to say it's also evidence of the speed at which everything's going, and these bodies are having a hard time keeping up. I have to say, how are these bodies designed to function? Probably a lot more simpler lives, probably a lot more nature, probably a lot less time on phones and devices, with a lot less deadlines. So I think it's also a bit of evidence saying the bodies are having a hard time dealing with this current state of things, basically.
How are you moving people through their traumas? Do you have to dig in, find out what it is, and help them move it, or are you just isolating? Okay, it's his arm. Let's get that moving. Or
I definitely am happy to address if there's stress or unprocessed emotions contributing, because I'm not a psychologist and I am happy to stay in my lane. I don't need to go on that journey with them. I'm always happy to be a sounding board and hold space for them to have a good vent. I'm not going to pretend I'm going to help you as a psychologist would, but just even shining a light that stress and unprocessed emotions and old trauma stuff can manifest itself as physical ailments. That seems to be a bit. And then what I think I am good at is helping them see how their stress and their old stuff is affecting their breathing and affecting their posture. And if I can help them become aware of that, calm the breath down, movements to help relax the tension in their body, then they can start to feel a whole lot more chill within their body. And that really helps their pain. And then, with the yoga and the breath work, we tend to dive a little bit deeper as well. So it's you kind of got to hit it from every angle. If I kind of catch that they've got some pretty serious old unprocessed stuff, I'm happy to work with a psychologist or a counselor or something like that to help, because I'm not gonna pretend that I can handle all of that. Yeah.
How important is it important? Like Goat Tape, who used to be on as a sponsor actually, like the goat tapes, the nose tapes and the mouth tapes, are they helping?
They're helping, absolutely. I mean, we know that nasal belly breathing or breathing through your nose helps to activate the parasympathetic, so the calming branch of the nervous system. So if you've got blocked passages there or blocked sinuses and you can't actually get the breath in, that's forcing you to mouth breathe, and mouth breathing is triggering the nervous system to think there must be some kind of threat. So by doing that and opening up the nose, and it's really calming. So if someone is a mouth breather, because that's just what they're doing because they're all wound up, what we tend to do during the day tends to be how we sleep at night time. So then you're catching flies at night time. So if we actually close off the mouth and open up the nose, that really helps with the parasympathetic activity.
Yeah.
Interestingly about that is nasal breathing throughout the nighttime is suppressing of the thirst mechanism and suppressing of the urge to go to the toilet. So it basically is just conducive to having a way more restful night's sleep.
That's good to know. I've got 3 strips in that pack you gave me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to...
Get
Because
'em-
I wake
get 'em
up with a
going.
lot of drool.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was my veneers.
Yeah.
But I probably did it before the veneers.
Yeah,
I wake up
you'll be
just
doing-
fucking...
yeah, that's
and my
right.
pillow stinks and it's
Yeah.
like...
So if you're mouth breathing, it's making you more thirsty because your mouth's going to get dry. So then it's triggering the thirst response. So then you got to drink shitloads of water.
And then
So
you
then
go
you're going
to
to be
the
going to the toilet
toilet.
more. So then you're getting up to go to the toilet.
That sums my sleep up pretty much.
There you go. It sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
You're painting a very clear picture as to why he's 38 years single. That's interesting.
People call
'cause-
each other mouth breathers.
I called everyone who littered yesterday a mouth breather.
And have you seen the stuff about how it affects the shape of the jaw
No.
and all that sort of stuff?
What's
So
that?
this is actually because I've been seeing changes, and my jaw is actually, I feel it changing. My teeth are starting to
Because of
What,
grinding?
move.
From
So basically, over the generations and over time, the human face is becoming more narrower, which is actually narrowing the nasal passages as well. So we're basically less chewing on like really thick connective tissue and steak and things like that, and mouth breathing, which is affecting everything. So by mouth breathing and not nasal breathing, it just seems that over time we're seeing the structure of the human face change a little bit from that more masculine image of like.
so my double chin is actually healthy because it's not as it's not narrow.
Well, yeah, sort of.
I'm more masculine.
That's exactly. Yeah, that's we'll
So-
go with that.
We'll call it
We'll go. Yeah, let's go with that. That's
Fuck.
This interest because I've been using the jaws exerciser.
Yeah,
to
no, that's
activate
good.
Things.
That's good.
because we don't eat enough hard meats.
Yeah,
and things
yeah,
like that.
that's right.
Now, obviously, I've got an issue with my jaw already.
Yeah.
And I found if I, for whatever reason, I don't know why I was doing this.
Yeah.
I was chewing and I was on my right side and nothing, and I turned to my left and it just snapped.
all right.
Like really bad.
Painful.
Painful. And
Yeah.
I had to stop for a second and I straightened up. It was all sore around here.
Yeah.
And my teeth in different areas started pissing with blood.
Oh Jesus!
And this has been getting worse and worse. But
Yeah.
my jaw, I feel like it's
Coming good.
It feels like it's reshaping.
It would be. It would be. So yeah.
It wasn't pleasant to begin with.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's kind of counter to what you might think I've got jaw pain, I should probably rest it.
Yeah.
Like I've got neck pain, I should probably rest it. If we actually activate and relax it, it creates this muscular pump. It helps to get rid of the inflammatory stuff, and it just strengthens up those muscles. It just strengthening and movement just seems to sort everything out.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
But it's like
basically.
it's moving the teeth and restructuring the teeth in
Yeah.
ways. And it's a little, I've had to go to the dentist a few times in the last month or so.
Yeah.
But, I guess that makes sense if it's
Changing the structure
if
of
it's
it.
changing the structure,
Yeah.
the teeth will line up differently.
Yeah, you should be right. But I would say if you're going to do it, just do it with things lined up.
Yes.
Go see Gorilla and get him to click
Yeah,
your
he
jaw
did
again.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did it. It did it well. But
Because we had a dominatrix on and he can't open his mouth, so she shoved the ball in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he was struggling, eh?
yeah, it's
Oh my
fucked.
God, that'll do it.
I did I don't know why I felt inclined to do this, but I was rolling on the golf ball
Yeah.
rollers. Yeah, good. I get them in the bottom of my feet and
Yeah.
stuff. They're
Yeah,
back
it's so
and
good,
spine.
man. Yeah.
Fuck, awesome. But
Yeah.
don't know why. I was like, I am sore. I'm tense, and I just started rolling my cheek and jaw in it. And
right.
it was agony.
Yeah.
agony. And I stood up, and I was like,
Better.
and I could breathe. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is this doing to here?
Just
Like,
freed everything up.
Yeah. Well, if it's tensing, it could be putting pressure on him.
on
blocking
the
you.
on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
A
exactly right.
eustachian tube.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well
you
done,
remember human
science
biology?
teacher.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
I
good,
went
man.
to doc because I jumped off a waterfall in Bali.
Yeah.
7 or 8 years ago. Water went in my nose and got lodged in my ear for a couple of days and couldn't get it out. So I had
Yeah.
an infection. And ever since then, when I laugh really hard or music's really hard, my right ear goes deaf. And when I went whitewater rafting in Albania this year, I mentioned it to them and they were like, you should get that checked out. I was like,
Yeah.
probably should.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
went to the doc and he's giving me some steroid cream because he said that a eustachian tube can get blocked up or something, and maybe that's what's
yeah.
happening. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, fucking,
Yeah.
it's going deaf. Like
Yeah.
I'm deaf in my right ear. At
Interesting.
certain heights of
I wonder.
sound.
I wonder if the again in the Indian culture they have the neti pot and they pour it down and it comes out the mouth. So every morning they clean the passageways with like a salty water.
Yeah, right.
And that's kind of part of their practice because then they can
Breathe
meditate
properly.
with really nice clear.
Yeah.
clear
I was
nose as
thinking
well.
that in the steam room today. Is that what it was more? But like, what's the difference for steam and sauna? Is steam for your lungs and your
Yeah,
breathing
steam's
and-
really good. Yeah, that humid air. You know how you go to Bali and it's just a bit more humid and hot, and you just feel healthier and you feel better.
Yeah.
The humidity is amazing.
Yeah.
Good for
Steam's-
immune
yeah.
system, is that right?
Steam's good stuff.
I haven't added that in. It's in Recwell, and they've
Yeah.
got everything. They've got the saunas,
Steam's
they've got
good.
the ice baths.
Get the steam
cold
going.
plunge, Get the steam.
Okay.
Get the steam
Okay.
going.
That's
Yeah.
I find it easier to do ice baths in Bali purely because when you're out, the humidity, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll just jump back in.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, I did my first ice baths in Bali actually.
Yeah.
Learned
I
a lot
did.
doing
Yeah,
that.
I was with my ankle. I was smashing it in that, but I was able to keep my leg in for fucking ages after 2 days. But then,
How long can you stay, or how long are you supposed to stay in with a steam room? Because a sauna I can do, 10, 15, good at a high temp. But steam room, I'm like 2 minutes, get me the fuck out.
Look, I feel like with everything, it's about building up your tolerance to the thing.
Okay.
Right? Ice, sauna, steam, you just can build up your tolerance over time.
steps.
that's why I'm not dating yet.
Slow and steady. So the time will come.
build my tolerance.
Start with a date.
Yep.
Then you might go out
You'll
for a
get
couple
married
of
at
weeks.
70.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I haven't been on a date fucking maybe 10 years. I need to actually date.
You feel like you're
Yeah.
ready to open it up again?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have an issue. I know I've got an issue in my head. If I go on a date, I know I'm so contradictory of myself because I'm every other aspect of my life. I'm like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But if I go on a date, I overthink everything. I'm like, like if I don't like this date, then I'm going to have to let her down, and that's going to hurt her feelings. And like, then if it's not perfect, I'm not going to want to see her again. I just have so many scenarios where I'm like, it's just easier not to even go. Because I'm like, unless I'm super keen. But whenever you're super keen, they're not keen because you're super keen.
And another piece of the puzzle falls
That's
into
right.
place.
So then there's also going to be a fear of if you get keen and then they're not keen. That's part of it as well.
Yeah, snaps you back.
Fear of rejection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've faced that battle. My whole show was about rejection.
Yeah.
So
The mind can be a terrible master or a beautiful servant, and it's that's getting the better of you in that situation there.
Because I've always found anytime I've given a girl a chance that I normally wouldn't, it's always ended horribly. Like they become fucking psycho.
Yeah.
And I'll just it's like if someone DMs me on Insta, I'll go, thank you, like, and just respond when normally I'd like not. And then they end up becoming this fucking stage 8 lunatic.
I've had to do that with our
Messaging my
socials.
housemates like, why doesn't he?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what? I just reckon you just got to be yourself and be authentic and be straight up and just go with it and just say fuck it. It'll be what it'll be, and you got to take the pressure off the whole fucking thing.
Yeah,
and
for
do it from a place of go out and connect with someone, because connecting with someone is a cool thing to do, you know, as opposed to where it's going to go and what about this, that, and the other. Not that you asked for my advice, but that's my take on it. Just be yourself, have fun with it, and just go and connect and see. Who knows where it's going to go, but enjoy the journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely taking away the phones in any sort of connection, not just a date, like coffee shop when you're with your loved ones.
That's
and stuff.
right.
It's incredible.
I think phones have been such a negative impact on relationships, because if you think about our parents when they met, if they didn't see that person, they couldn't contact them.
That's right.
And you couldn't let this other side of your insecure side where you're messaging, and it's not really like it's a part of your personality, but the way someone would message as opposed to how you speak face to face, it's almost like split personality.
Dude, 100%. You can't actually connect. Plus, you can't pick up on the little nuances of how they're saying.
The tone and cadence of like something that's tongue in cheek, or
you might come across as like needy, but in real life, it's just like you're having a chat.
Yeah.
But they might be like, he's like they're too keen.
That's
in
right.
person, you're like, yeah, cool. Like,
They get the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's having a negative impact on lots of things, having a positive impact in different ways, obviously. But even the way young people are communicating now, they would rather text or send a GIF or a meme rather than actually calling someone up and chatting through it. I'd rather send an email versus actually just give them a 2-minute call where we can actually get to the bottom of it.
Yep.
It's getting crazy out there, and it's really affecting the way people are communicating for sure.
I've always thought we need an international font for sarcasm, like Sarcastica. So when you write in it, you know it's sarcasm.
yes,
Because then
It's too hard.
there's no like subtleness.
yes,
Oh, that's so true, man.
Yeah, if we just had a Sarcastica font,
yeah.
you know, and then that way, if you were being, it's like, I want to see your
Because then
boobs. And
people
you're like,
like
no, I was just being sarcastic. You're like, you didn't use Sarcastica.
Yeah.
Joking, not joking.
Joking, not joking. Yeah.
Yes, that's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Sarcasm
Or maybe a
font.
flirt text, like flirting, where it's like 50-50.
It's hard.
Sarcastica.
Yes. Because people overthink everything.
Because the
And then
emojis
you'll
aren't
overthink
enough.
your message.
The emojis aren't enough.
Oh, are they perceiving it like that actually looks like this? I've definitely changed with my messaging over the last year or two, but I was a terrible messenger.
Yeah.
And because we both perceived it as a very
Blunt.
short term,
Right,
this is
yeah,
like
yeah,
bang,
yeah.
bang, bang.
Yeah.
And so you come across as a cunt.
Yeah. Well, I've always said, like, it's not an excuse, but in our high school, we had an SMS, stands for short message service.
Yeah.
We had 124 characters, I think it was.
Yeah.
To get your point
That's
across.
true.
Otherwise, it's another 20
Good
cents.
point. You can't do the whole essay. Yeah, that's right.
So it was like, fuck, I got to make my point clear, concise. Otherwise, I got to figure out, is this person worth another 20 cents of my phone credit?
Yes.
You know, that was your unlimited supply.
I like
Yeah.
it. We should always remember that. That's a good point.
So
Keep it-
don't
keep it
blame people
succinct.
that are over 28.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we are shorter, it's because it was money.
It's
It was,
exactly.
It was a money issue.
It was. I think it's
Phone
also like
credit.
when you're overthinking all of those things, I think it ends up fucking you. Like even in person, when you overthink, you're like, I'm not going to talk about this subject in front of this person. I'm not going to mention that I hang out with this person because they don't like that person or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're avoiding it. It always ends up coming up and then
That's right.
creating the situation to be worse.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
just be authentically you.
I tell you
just
what,
say, well,
man.
yeah, I was hanging out with Delby the other day, and I'd be
Yeah.
like, fuck, I hate that cunt. Or it might
Yeah.
be, oh, fuck, I was eating this food and I'm not vaccinating my child. But, oh, you're fucking what? Like, it causes an unnecessary thing.
Yes,
So,
I that's been my thing this year. I reckon is radical honesty. And my partner Em, she's a psychologist, and she is really like training me up to be as authentic and as honest as possible. I think it's the answer to a lot of
Authenticity.
authenticity.
Yeah.
It is the answer. And so I think blokes tend to process a lot just on their own. And you might say what you say to the person, but you leave out all the other details because I'm just going to process that in my own time and get to it. Whereas
Yeah.
like she wants the whole thing,
Spill the tea.
every little bit.
Yeah.
So I can't just come home and she goes, "How was your day?" I was like,
Yeah,
"It was
good."
really good."
yeah.
Blake's
She's
like,
like,
sweet.
"Give
we
me
s-
more."
Yeah.
give
And we
me
kind of
more.
forget things and like just don't even like,
Yeah.
because we are thinking about 100 other things.
Oh, I know. So I'm learning to cut the filter and just put it out there. And if you offend someone, that's not on you. That's them.
Because you feel like you're protecting them from whatever, an awkward conversation.
That's
or whatever.
right.
But just like say it and then own it.
That's right. It's the Bob Marley quote. The truth may be an offense, but it's not a sin.
Yeah.
And I just think if you just put it out there, be honest, be authentic. It's a lot easier for you because then you're not holding on to what should I say, what shouldn't I say.
Yeah.
And you actually just it's a lot easier. It's much more effortless. I feel like once you can nail that, it's like, oh, this is easy. I just say what I think and I don't have to think too much about it. And it's just like things just start flowing a little bit better.
I think guys are better at it when we're talking to other guys. Because if you be like, there's a mate of yours I don't like, and when you bring him up,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, he's a dickhead, but like he's your mate, so whatever. Like,
Yeah, you can just say it.
turn you.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And
yeah.
it's like, well, you know that they're fuckheads, but you just go, well,
Just say it.
whatever.
Yeah.
I think he's a fuckhead, but you like him, so it's all good.
Yeah.
And you just move on.
Yeah.
Like, or it's like you've just had a hard day. It's like, we know
Yes.
whatever your day is, we don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
talk about the footy.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
something better
Or
to talk
something
about.
happened at work. Right? Yeah, sick. Oh, I hope you're all right. You're good. Yeah. And if you're not sick, let's have a quick chat.
Let's have a
Yeah.
chat.
Like girls
yeah.
are like, what did you do? What'd you have for lunch? Well, but then what happened? What did the lady say? How did she say it?
And every
So you
detail.
got- yeah.
You're like, oh.
But for the blokes, we're just like,
But if it's not you and if they're telling you the details as
yeah,
well.
you're like, ugh, just cut it down.
cut it down, please.
That was the issue I had. I'm like, just cut the story. Like,
Be efficient.
yeah.
But no, it
listen
is.
to some girls tell stories. I'm like, you could have said that in 4 sentences.
Yeah.
As opposed to 16.
Yeah. Or longer.
yeah, definitely.
Or they end with, it was so funny. No, it wasn't. Like, you've just given me a story of you going to the shop and
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's
Trust
great.
me, it was funny. Okay, yeah, I trust you, but
Yeah.
it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
That's great.
But,
But yeah, authenticity. I think
It's
that's
a
the
it's a
thing.
massive one.
It's a big trigger point.
It's a big trigger point, and when I just keep diving into these bodies and minds of us more and more and more. Gabor Mate, he's massive on it, and a huge correlation between inauthenticity and disease. dis-ease, lack of ease, overthinking everything, and over time that builds up as disease.
Yeah.
It's concerning, and being authentic, and what he would say, don't be too nice, just be real. And if you can be real, the body's just relaxed, it's calm, because you're not holding on to, should I say this, should I not say this, or I don't want to upset, I don't want to offend, so I'll say it in this way. That's a lot of cognitive processing, a lot of left brain stuff that's coming with tension, because you're trying to do it in such a perfect and precise way. Then you're wearing the effect of that, as opposed to just say it straight, say it simply, get it out, be authentic, and it's like life's so much easier.
I get so triggered by inauthenticity. I don't know what it is in me, but
Dude,
it's such a
same.
Just be if someone's being too nice or fake nice, I'm like,
you can feel
it's not you. Just fucking drop that shit.
It's actually a lot more rare for someone to just be fully authentic than you think.
I can't handle it. I will never say something that I'm not going to do. I don't know if that lines in with authenticity or following through.
Yeah.
But I'm really triggered if you say I'm going to do something and you don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't like people putting it out there, like early days in the pod where it's like, we'll do this. I'm like, don't say that, because if we don't do it,
the whole being fickle. Yeah, that's right.
I want to follow through. So or inauthenticity, like when someone texts Happy Monday, I'm like, that's not a fucking saying, bro. Just get to the point.
Yeah, dude. That was my.
You are triggered.
That was my thing when I was single, and starting to think about what kind of person I could really be with. Authenticity and just someone who's fucking real. That was top of the list, literally. And then Embo came into my life, and I just no one's more real, man. She just says it how it is, and then it's been a big. I'm like, fuck. All right, I got to lift my game. I got to lift.
Keep it real.
Keep it fucking real.
Yeah.
And if you want to do something, do it. If you don't want to do something, don't do it. But just be honest with that. Be authentic, and everything seems to just flow a lot better.
Yeah, because especially with the rise of influencers in Instagram and one way you want to depict yourself versus the reality.
Yeah.
And when there's an incongruence there, you're like, fuck, I know that chick. She doesn't look like that, or she doesn't believe that.
Yeah. Well, isn't that Instagram
Catfishing.
regardless?
Yeah.
Isn't that Instagram a lot?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a girl, it could be a guy, like whatever, But
That's been my whole thing with Instagram is just be authentic with it. If I'm going to post something, just be authentic, be real. I think people resonate with that more than trying to be this perfect whatever,
Well, I think the happier and more peaceful and what's better that you feel about yourself, the less you post anyway.
Well, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But if I'm going to be authentic, I do have to go
Yep,
to pick
me
up my
too.
daughter from school.
Yep.
So,
who needs that?
mate, it's been a very good episode.
Oh, it's been good.
Awesome.
Good to be back on.
Mate, just jump on anytime you want. I like
Thank
our
you.
chats.
Yeah, me too.
Happy
really.
Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
I mean, I hope you
it's
have a
Wednesday
happy
because
Tuesday.
I'm
Thank you,
not
mate. You
rushing
too.
to get this done. I'm
Happy
going to put it out
Wednesday,
tomorrow.
everyone. Happy Wednesday.
Let's catch up and massage that shoulder sometime.
Yeah, sweet. So I'll
Face to face.
I'm going to do 4:30.
Face to face.
I'm going to do Pilates at 4:30. It's a lower body one, so I'll just avoid any.
You'll be
Any
right.
pinching?
Motion is lotion. Movement's good.
Sick.
Nasal belly breathe. You'll be fine, man. It'll be good for you.
Center space?
Center space to Savo. Yeah.
Great little
So
spot.
it is a great spot. That's where we're treating people, going on journeys with people and helping them with their niggles. A little bit different to your normal physio because we're willing to probably dive into that stuff, and it's at the yoga studio, so you kind of walk in and it smells like incense and it's really calming and relaxing.
Yeah.
And then otherwise just teaching at the studio as well.
Love it.
The spinal flow
Because
there
it's
and everything.
it's corner of Scarborough Beach Road, and what's the main road there? I was going to
Well,
Charles Street. or
Charles and Angove. Yeah,
Charles
It's literally-
Angove, yeah.
That road,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. Because
throw.
every time I leave, I just
You got to
I'm
turn
like,
right past that.
it's
That one on
Cam's
the-
place. Like
that
I
one-
never go there.
the black studio on the corner there.
Yeah,
So-
fuck, we're in a good area.
Oh
Got a lot
man,
going on
North
here.
Perth's great. Eh?
Yeah, it's
So
awesome.
good. I'm
It's-
so glad we moved here.
I'm
But-
so glad you moved here.
Yes.
It's handy.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, I got to start in about 20 minutes. So yeah, that's
Sick.
perfect.
All right, man.
All right,
Sounds-
cheers, guys.
All right.
Cheers.
Hey, Root.
Thank you very much.